thought the storm would be the end of me. The wind was stronger than my faith. The night felt longer than my hope. But when the clouds finally broke, I realized I was never walking alone. The rain kept falling, but grace kept calling. Black clouds hanging on the horizon, cold wind pushing through my soul. Every mile felt a little heavier, every burden hard to hold. I kept searching for a reason through the thunder and the pain. But sometimes faith keeps moving forward, even when you can't explain. And every tear became a river, leading me toward the light. Beyond the storm, beyond the fear, beyond the nights I thought I'd disappear, there was hope waiting, there was mercy strong. I found a brand new song beyond the storm. Old church bells through the distance, sunlight breaking through the gray. And every prayer I thought was unanswered was being carried all the way. I can see it looking backward, every step and every scar. The road was hard, but heaven never stopped reaching for my heart. Yeah, the darkest clouds can't stop the sunrise. Beyond the storm, beyond the fear, beyond the nights I thought I'd disappear, there was hope waiting, there was mercy strong. I found a brand new song beyond the storm. Now the thunder sounds like history, and the rain has lost its claim. 'Cause every battle left behind me only magnified His grace. And every road that almost broke me led me somewhere I belong. Now I can finally see the beauty waiting beyond the beyond the storm, beyond the pain, beyond the nights I stood out in the rain. There was healing, there was grace all along. And now my heart sings strong beyond the storm. wasn't the end. It was the beginning. I thought I was too far gone, but mercy knew exactly where to find me. Dust on the dashboard, miles on these worn out tires, trying to outrun old memories, trying to bury old fires. Every wrong turn behind me, every regret in my rear view, still I kept driving nowhere, with nothing left to lose. Then grace showed up where I least expected. When mercy found me, I was standing in the rain, holding all the broken pieces of a life I couldn't save. When mercy found me, everything changed. The chains I carried for so long finally lost their weight. Small town church on a hillside, light shining through the dark. Something in that old sanctuary reached deeper than my heart. No voice from the heavens, no miracle in the sky, just peace moving through me for the very first time. Sometimes redemption comes quietly. When mercy found me, I was standing in the rain, holding all the broken pieces of a life I couldn't save. When mercy found me, everything changed. The chains I carried for so long finally lost their weight. Yeah. Now every scar reminds me how far I've really come, and every road behind me shows the work that grace has done. I don't have all the answers, but one thing I know is true: mercy didn't wait for perfection. Mercy came breaking through. When mercy found me, I was barely hanging on, but love stepped into my darkness and taught my heart a new song. When mercy found me, the night gave way, and the man I used to be started fading away. I wasn't looking for mercy, but mercy found me. Empires rise, empires fall. Roads change, people change. Seasons come and go, But through every storm, every generation, and every broken heart, the cross still stands. Some things fade away, but grace still remains. Old wooden pews and faded hymnals, stories written through the years, generations found their healing through their laughter and their tears. Kingdoms built and kingdoms fallen, like footprints in the sand. But one thing never changed through it all. When the dust settles and the shadows fall, the cross still stands through every storm and shifting sand. When every promise made by man has slipped right through our hands, the cross still stands, a light that never fades away. The same hope that saved the broken then still saves the broken today. I've walked roads I shouldn't travel, made mistakes I can't erase. Still I found an open doorway filled with mercy and with grace. Every scar became a story, every failure had a plan, 'cause love was waiting for me at the cross. And when my strength was finally gone, the cross still stands through every storm and shifting sand. When every promise made by man has slipped right through our hands, the cross still stands, a light that never fades away. The same hope that saved the broken then still saves the broken today. And when the night feels endless, and when the road gets long, the cross keeps pointing homeward. When everything feels wrong, no mountain stands forever, no darkness owns the dawn. The hope of every generation still carries us along. The cross still stands higher than fear and doubt can climb, stronger than every battle fought and every test of time. The cross still stands, and grace still calls my name. The same love that changed the world forever stays the same. The world keeps turning, the cross still stands. I spent years trying to carry everything myself. The pain, the fear, the weight of yesterday. But the strongest thing I ever did was finally kneeled down. I thought I needed more strength. Turns out I needed more surrender. Rain tapping on the old church windows, midnight hanging in the air. I walked in carrying a lifetime of burdens I could barely bear. Every answer I was chasing, every fear I couldn't shake, finally brought me to a place where all I could do was pray. And when my strength finally ran out, with broken knees and open heavens, I laid my worries down. Every fear I held so tightly couldn't hold me anymore now. And mercy met me in the silence, where my pride had finally fallen. When my knees hit the ground, open heavens came calling. No lightning from the sky above me, no thunder shaking through the room, just peace moving through my spirit, like flowers starting to bloom. And all the things I couldn't carry started slipping from my hands, 'cause grace was doing what I couldn't all along. Sometimes heaven waits for surrender. With broken knees and open heavens, I laid my worries down. Every fear I held so tightly couldn't hold me anymore now. And mercy met me in the silence, where my pride had finally fallen. When my knees hit the ground, open heavens came calling. Now every scar reminds me of the night you changed my heart, and every road that nearly broke me led me right back to your arms. I found strength inside surrender, I found peace inside the rain, and heaven opened wider when I finally let go of the pain. With broken knees and open heavens, I found a brand new start. Every chain I carried with me fell apart inside my heart. And mercy met me in the silence, like sunlight through the dawn. When my knees hit the ground, the weight was finally gone. The strongest thing I ever did was surrender. thought I was walking alone, but I was never alone. Dust rising from these old back roads, sunset fading from the sky, 1,000 wrong turns behind me, and a million reasons why. I should have been forgotten, should have been left out there, but every mile I kept wandering, I could feel you somewhere. Even when I couldn't see the way, He walked me home. Through every valley I crossed alone, through every heartbreak and every failure. When I thought all hope was gone, and when I couldn't find forgiveness, and the road felt far too long, He never stopped believing. He walked me home. Church steeple in the distance, morning breaking through the clouds. The same grace I kept resisting was the grace that found me now. No judgment in the doorway, no shame waiting inside, just mercy with its arms wide open, calling me back to life. Sometimes love looks like patience. He walked me home. Through every valley I crossed alone, through every heartbreak and every failure. When I thought all hope was gone, and when I couldn't find forgiveness, and the road felt far too long, He never stopped believing. He walked me home. Now every scar tells a story of roads that nearly broke me down, but grace kept lighting lanterns till my feet found solid ground. And every prayer I thought was wasted was carried all along, 'cause heaven never stopped listening while He walked me home. He walked me home, past every fear I'd ever known, past every chain that tried to hold me, past the darkness and the cold. And now I stand where mercy found me, a different man than before, because He never stopped loving me. He walked me home. Yeah. He walked me home. There are conversations we wish we could have one more time. One more laugh. One more hug. One more chance to say what was left unsaid. If heaven had a mailbox, this would be my letter. If heaven had a mailbox, I'd write you every day. Found an old photograph this morning, tucked inside a dusty frame. And for a little while it felt like nothing had really changed. I could almost hear your laughter echoing through the room, like memories still finding ways to break through the silence too. Some days I smile remembering, some days I still cry. These are my letters to heaven, written in the middle of the night, telling you about the miles I've traveled and how I'm doing all right. I tell you I still miss you more than words could ever say. So I send these letters to heaven and pray they find their way. The seasons keep on changing, the years keep rolling by, but some names stay forever written deep inside. And every sunset reminds me that goodbye isn't the end. It's just a promise that someday we'll meet again. Until then, I'll keep holding on. These are my letters to heaven, written in the middle of the night, telling you about the dreams I'm chasing and the battles that I fight. I tell you I still love you, just like yesterday. So I send these letters to heaven and pray they find their way. And maybe you're watching somehow, maybe you're closer than I know. Maybe every prayer I whisper still reaches where you are. And maybe heaven's not so far after all. These are my letters to heaven, filled with every memory, every lesson, every moment that still means everything to me. And though I can't hear your answer, faith helps me believe that one day I'll stop writing and you'll be waiting there for me. until we meet again. Save a place for me. The flames got higher, but so did my faith. The fire still burns. The flames got higher, but so did my faith. Wind blowing hard across the valley, dark clouds gathering overhead. Everybody saying turn around, but I kept moving instead. 'Cause I've seen too much mercy, I've seen too much grace, to let one more storm convince me that I'm gonna lose this race. Every battle made me stronger, every scar became proof. I got faith like fire burning in my soul. When the night gets darker, that's when it glows. And the wind keeps blowing, eyes still burn. I carried the weight for so long, I forgot what freedom felt like. Sunrise breaking through the pines, mist rolling off the stream. I came here with a tired heart and a pocket full of broken dreams. Every regret behind me, every mistake I've made, felt heavy as a mountain, till I stepped into the grace, and the water kept on moving, like mercy through my soul. There's a river of grace running deeper than my pain, washing every fear away, breaking every chain. And I don't have to be the man I used to be, 'cause the river of grace still flows for me. I watch the current carry things I couldn't let go, all the shame I kept hiding started drifting down below. In forever, the silence felt like peace, like heaven whispered softly, "Son, you are finally free." Every burden lost its power when I gave it all away. There's a river of grace running deeper than my pain, washing every fear away, breaking every chain. And I don't have to be the man I used to be, 'cause a river of grace still flows for me. And every scar becomes a story, every wound becomes a song, every road that nearly broke me was leading me along to a place where mercy waits with open arms and endless love. And the river keeps on flowing from the heart of God above. There's a river of grace running through my soul today, turning all my tears to hope and carrying them away. And now I finally see what freedom really means, 'cause the river of grace still flows for me. Yeah, the river still flows. I carried the weight for so long. dust on these old boots, miles written on my soul. Some roads nearly broke me, some nights nearly stole my hope. There were prayers without answers, and tears nobody saw. Yet somehow through the darkness I kept moving on. Now I can see what I couldn't then. You were still carrying me when my strength was almost gone. Still carried me when I couldn't carry on. Through every storm and valley, through every broken dream, I thought I was surviving, but you were still carrying me. Sunrise through the pine trees, church bells in the air. Looking back, I see your fingerprints everywhere. In every closed door, in every painful goodbye, on the other side. Every chapter had your mercy in it. You were still carrying me when my strength was almost gone. Still carrying me when I couldn't carry on. Through every storm and valley, through every broken dream, I thought I was surviving, but you are still carrying me. Now every star tells a story of faithfulness and grace. Every mountain left behind me shows the footprints that you made. And if tomorrow brings another storm, I know one thing will be true. The same hands that carried me then will carry me through. You'll still be carrying me when the road gets steep again. Still carrying me like you've always done back then. Through every season waiting, through every victory, I'll never walk alone, 'cause you're still carrying me. Yeah, you've been carrying me all along. The sun came up and so did grace. Sunday morning through the window, golden light across the floor, coffee brewing in the kitchen like 100 times before. But something feels a little different, like the weight is finally gone, like mercy showed up early and carried me along. Yesterday had all my worries, today belongs to grace. It's Sunday morning redemption, a brand new song to sing. Yesterday's chains are broken and freedom's in the wind. The past don't have the power it once held over me. It's Sunday morning redemption, and my heart finally believes. Oh, old church doors are standing open, voices rising from inside, people carrying their stories, finding hope they couldn't find. And every pew is full of proof that grace can change a life, 'cause broken people keep discovering the beauty on the other side. Every sunrise brings a promise that mercy never ends. It's Sunday morning redemption, a brand new song to sing. Yesterday's chains are broken and freedom's in the wind. The past don't have the power it once held over me. It's Sunday morning redemption, and my heart finally believes. Oh, yeah. No road too far, no scar too deep, no loss so beyond amazing grace and peace. The story isn't over, the best is yet to be, 'cause heaven keeps rewriting what the world thought it could see. It's Sunday morning redemption, hope shining through the clouds. The man I used to be doesn't hold me down now, 'cause grace has written mercy across every page in me. It's Sunday morning redemption, and I've finally been set free. Hey, it's a brand new morning. It's a brand new morning.
I spent my whole life chasing horizons, watching sunsets disappear beyond the hills. But every road, every storm, every prayer has been pointing me toward one place: home.
I've chased a lot of sunsets, but none of them were the end. golden light across the mountains, evening settling on the fields, years of dreams and years of heartache taught me what is truly real. Every mile along the highway, every tear that ever fell, every prayer whispered in the darkness has a story left to tell. And every road keeps pointing farther than these eyes can see. There's a home where the light is beyond the shadows and the rain, where every broken heart is healed and every sorrow fades away. And I know someday I'll see it just beyond eternity. There's a home where the light is waiting there for me. Old church bells on Sunday morning, children laughing in the yard, tiny glimpses of forever written on our hearts. Sometimes heaven feels so distant, sometimes it feels close enough to touch, like a gentle wind reminding me I'm deeply loved. And every promise keeps unfolding with every step of faith. There's a home where the light is beyond the shadows and the rain, where every broken heart is healed and every sorrow fades away. And I know someday I'll see it just beyond eternity. There's a home where the light is waiting there for me. No more goodbye, no more fear, no more tears falling here. Only peace, only grace, only love, face to face. And all the roads I've traveled will finally make sense then, when I walk into forever and see you there again. There's a home where the light is brighter than the morning sun, where every battle has been won and every weary journey's done. And when my faith becomes my sight and heaven welcomes me, I'll finally be home where the light is waiting there for me. One day, the road ends and home begins.
Have you ever hurt so deeply that you couldn't find the words? No perfect prayer, no perfect sentence, just silence and tears. Somehow, God understood every one of them. I didn't have the words, but you heard me anyway. Sitting in the dark beside my bed, midnight hanging on the wall, trying to find the strength to pray. But I couldn't speak at all. Every burden felt too heavy, every answer felt too far. All I had were trembling hands and a broken heart. And in the silence, you stay close. You heard the prayer I couldn't say, the words that never found their way, the tears that fell, the fears I held, the weight I couldn't carry. You heard the prayer I couldn't say, when all my strength had slipped away. You made a way. No lightning through the window, no thunder in the sky, just a peace I can't explain, moving deep inside. And for the first time in forever, darkness didn't feel so strong. 'Cause even when I couldn't pray, you were listening all along. You understood my brokenness before I found the words. You heard the prayer I couldn't say, the words that never found their way, tears that fell, the fears I held, the weight I couldn't carry. You heard the prayer I couldn't say, when all my strength had slipped away. And somehow through the quiet, you made a way. Maybe faith isn't always speaking, maybe faith is holding on. Maybe heaven hears the silence when our voices are gone. And maybe grace is strongest in our weakest moments too. 'Cause when I couldn't reach toward heaven, heaven reached down through. You heard the prayer I couldn't say, the one hidden deep inside my pain, the tears I cried, the sleepless nights, the battles no one knew. You heard the prayer I couldn't say, and you never looked away. Now every breath I take reminds me you carried me through. I couldn't find the words, but you heard my heart.